So have you been in an interview before and halfway through the interview, you're wondering if the interview is going on very well or if you've been performing woefully? Well, in this video, I will share with you 5 ways you can use in identifying if the interview is going on very well. If this seems like something you'd like to know more about, stick around and I'll see you in a sec. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kolade. I'm very excited to see you guys once again. Like I always say, if you're a new subscriber, I'm very happy you've joined the community, and if you've been following the story for a while, it's always a pleasure seeing you again. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video. In this video, I will share with you 5 ways you can use in identifying if the interview is going on very well. And the very first one is if the interview seems more like a conversation rather than an interrogation. So the question you ask is, how do I tend to make the interview seem more like a conversation? To be honest, the best way I always approach an interview is to see it like I'm going to have a chat with a friend of mine. Probably picture it more like someone you're meeting for the first time and you're just having an easy chat with the person. Probably think of a time you're at a train station and you just meet someone and you're just having a chat with the person. So it's as easy as asking, how's your day been? How's work been so far today? Can talk about the weather. If it seems like the person is interested in any sporting activity, you can talk about football, something that happened over the weekend. You can talk about what's happening in the economy, and that's just it, just to cue that that tension during the interview. Many of the interviews I've always had, a lot of the recruiters themselves always try to make the atmosphere feel more like a conversation. So that's one way you can do it, because if it's more of an interrogation, it's not going to help anybody. So sometimes the interviewers also interrogate you. So what you want to do is take that deep breath, step back and try to ease off that tension, make it look like a conversation, and that's just how you can do it. To be honest, it's as easy as it gets, and there's no better way to explain that. And the next way you can identify if the interview is going on very well is if the interviewer, or should I say the hiring manager, asks you this particular question: would you consider joining ours? So one way you can get asked this question is if they've been very impressed with the way you've responded to questions they've asked, and they just like your personality. So they ask you this question because they've started picturing you in their organization. So if they ask you this question, best believe you are 1 foot ahead. One thing I can just say is I remember last week I was with a friend of mine and she was interviewing, and she got asked this particular question. And once she finished that interview, I told her, listen, you've gotten this job. And that's one way you can use to identify. And the third way you can use in identifying if your interview is going on very well is if you notice that the hiring manager is pitching the role to you. So what I mean by this is that if you notice that during the course of the interview, the hiring manager is continuously selling the role, telling you the benefit that comes with the role, telling you the development, how the team works, the client they work with. It looks like they are selling the role to you. It's because they already like you. You seem like a great fit with the organization, and also you seem like the best candidate for the role. So why they're actually doing this is because they can't wait to have you in the role. And once you see them doing this, it's a positive sign. And just enjoy them. This time you don't even need to say too much. Listen, and everything will be fine. And that's another way you can use in identifying if your interview is going on very well. So another way you can use in identifying if your interview is going on very well is during the course of the interview. And of course, yourself and the hiring manager, you guys had a fairly negotiable price for your salary and other benefits, and you guys came into a conclusion. Best believe that the interview is also going on very well. You seem happy, they seem very happy. And of course, once this is in place, your interview is going on very well, because usually if both parties cannot, of course, get into a conclusion with respect to the negotiable salary, there's no way you're getting the job. But if this is happening, everybody seems happy, of course, that's another way you can know if your interview is going on very well. And the last way you can use in identifying if your interview is going on very well is, before I share this, guys, I would be very happy if you consider subscribing to my channel, because this actually motivates me to make videos that can actually add value to you guys. So I would appreciate also if you share this with people that would need this very important information. So the last way you can use in identifying if your interview is going on very well is if you notice that despite the fact that sometimes it seems like you're not answering the interview questions very well, or it seems like you are going off track, you notice that the recruiter always tries to find a way to bring you on course, of course, or you notice that the recruiter is always giving you that support, then it means that the interviewer wants you to succeed and they genuinely see you, fitting into that role. So listen, many times you find out that in the interview, the recruiter will be like, oh, you know what, I just want to go through a few questions and that's it. The recruiter seem like, okay, they are objective. Despite the fact that they are objective, there is always human sentiment. Even though they claim that this is not in existence, but listen, there are instances where you get into an interview, the interviewer already likes your personality, likes your professionalism and everything. So they just help you get on track. Because if they ask you a question and you're not answering well, and they keep helping you to answer the question very well by helping you sometimes with structuring the question, they genuinely want you to succeed, and listen, your interview is going on very well. And these are the 5 ways you can easily use in identifying if you are going to get that job or not, even before you conclude the interview. Do not forget, after the interview, you can always follow up with a thank you email and enjoy yourself while you wait for your response. And that's it for this video. I'm very happy to have shared this information with you guys. If there's anything in particular you'd like to add to this content, or if there's anything you'd like to add to this list, I'm very happy if you would drop that in the comment section. And if you think there's a particular topic you'd like me to talk about, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. La prochaine.